Putin and Xi, two peas in a pod, teaming up against Ukraine and the U.S., backing Vladimir Putin's crimes against humanity. Gordon Chang joins us, Gatestone Institute senior fellow and author of The Great U.S.-China Tech War. So, Gordon, why has Xi cast his lot, it seems, with Putin?
Well, because Xi Jinping believes that the United States is its enemy, that China is in an existential struggle, and that the Chinese Communist state can't survive as long as the United States is there, providing an inspiration to people in China and elsewhere. So this is something which is not just a disagreement over particular tactics or over one particular matter. This is a fundamental struggle.
How is China helping Vladimir Putin?
First of all, it's providing enhanced financial support with these commodity purchases. Also, China is making its financial system available to sanctioned Russian entities. China's diplomats are now in the service of Russia. And as important, China's propaganda machine is amplifying these ludicrous Russian narratives. So you put all that together, it shows that Xi Jinping is fully behind what Russia is doing. And if Vladimir Putin is a war criminal, as President Biden has said, well, then Xi Jinping is a war criminal because both of them are working together.
There have been reports also that China is helping the Russian military, target Chinese drones. And have you heard about this? That they're providing military assistance from afar to Russia to kill Ukrainians.
Yeah, there is open source reporting that China is providing Russia with the intelligence that Russia can use to kill Ukrainian drone operators, because these drone operators are using China-made drones, specifically made by DJI, that big Shenzhen company, which is the world's largest producer of drones. So this is already providing valuable military information, and it means that all of these warnings from President Biden about not doing something, well, they've already done it. So I think the United States should be sanctioning China right now for what it has already done, Eric.
And speaking of sanctions, though, as you know, Xi has pushed back about that. Here's Jen Psaki of the White House talking about that very issue of sanctions.
We have a range of tools that could be considered, and sanctions are certainly one tool in the toolbox, as they are for other countries as well, even if as we have not outlined specific consequences, and we'll communicate those directly to China and, of course, with our European partners and counterparts.
And, Gordon, do you think there will be sanctions, and what type of sanctions would you like to see?
I'd like to see the same sanctions on China that we've imposed on Russia. Matter of fact, I'd like to see even stricter sanctions on both of them. Whether the Biden administration will actually do that or not, I'm not exactly sure, because Biden is really good in issuing warnings, but not very good in following up when it comes to Russia. And certainly he's not good at doing that with regard to China. I do hope that the pressure from the world, from the American people, will force Biden to do what he should have been doing weeks ago.
And what would that be? Sanctions?
I think that we need to freeze dollar accounts of Chinese institutions. I think that we need to start throwing Chinese institutions off of SWIFT. There's a whole bunch of other things that we could be doing, ending cooperation with China on technical means, all sorts of things. Because remember, it's not just China's support for Russia. It's also they're spreading COVID-19 beyond their borders. Behind the fentanyl gangs, stealing U.S. intellectual property, you name it. This is a comprehensive challenge against the United States. And China is waging what they call unrestricted warfare against us. We're not defending ourselves.
And Xi said that, and Putin both said they have a relationship with no limits. Gordon Chang, senior fellow at the Gatestone Institute, who says both Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping are war criminals. Gordon, thank you.
Thank you, Eric.